Bribery accounts for almost half of all corruption cases in the country at 42%. According to a report by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, out of the 5,171 corruption reports received in the financial year of 2023-2024, up to 2,000 cases were from bribery when Kenyans sought access of government services. Speaking during the launch of the report, the CEO of the anti-corruption body, Abdi Mohamud, said that a total of 534 files are under investigations. This is as up to 221 cases are active in court after they were forwarded to the Directorate of Public Prosecution for action. Mohamud has cautioned public officers at all service stations against bribery, warning that EACC is embarking on a rigorous crackdown to respond to Kenyans' needs to reduce corruption in all government offices.
Focus on ensuring that bribery at points of services is reduced, for the simple reason that the common ordinary person out there comes across this every other day, whether on the road, whether in pursuit of acquiring an ID card, whether in pursuit of trying to get a license, whether in pursuit of trying to sell their wares. This is an activity they come across every other day, and we cannot any longer term it as petty corruption. It is actually what concerns the ordinary person. If you ask the ordinary person what corruption is, to them actually it is bribery.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And a 42-member task force led by former Deputy Chief Justice Nancy Baraza has officially been sworn in to investigate the alarming rise of femicide cases in the country. The task force was appointed by President William Ruto and is mandated to assess, review and recommend measures to strengthen the institutional, legal and policy response to gender-based violence and femicide. This move comes in response to reports that 170 women were killed in 2024 alone, marking the deadliest year for femicide in the country. In a report dubbed Silencing Women, it was revealed that over 100 were committed by individuals known to the victims who were aged between 18 and 35 and accounted as the highest number of femicide cases, with intimate partner violence being the leading cause of death. Speaking during the swearing in, the Principal Secretary of Social Protection and Citizen Services, Joseph Motari, has emphasized the integral role of social protection in a nation's well-being, saying that it cannot be isolated from the broader challenges facing the country.
So we work very, very closely, and we want to say to it, what is it that can be done to make sure that femicide is no longer in this country. This is a vice that we must condemn with its strongest terms possible. Allow me to say this, that social protection, you cannot isolate it with all that happens in the nation. Social protection is the carrier, is the mother, is the base of the nation.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And the county government of Homa Bay, through its Department of Agriculture and Livestock Development, has announced plans to activate mass livestock vaccination against lumpy skin disease in a number of sub-counties which have recorded a high number of livestock affected by the disease. The Deputy Governor, Joseph Oyogi Magwanga, says they have witnessed the resurgence of lumpy skin disease in a number of sub-counties, including Diwa, Mbita and Rachuonyo North sub-counties. Magwanga says the Department of Agriculture is concerned about the outbreak and working out means to keep the disease away.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And across the borders, there are mounting international calls for peace talks to address escalating violence in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The situation in Goma, a key economic hub, remains uncertain with ongoing clashes. The United Nations officials have described the situation as chaotic, with reports of at least 17 fatalities and nearly 400 injuries, while the Congolese government claims to control most of Goma. M23 rebels contest this assertion. South Africa has confirmed the death of 4 peacekeepers in clashes with the M23, prompting President Cyril Ramaphosa and Rwanda's Paul Kagame to call for an urgent ceasefire and resumption of peace talks. The African Union is set to convene an emergency meeting as DR Congo, Felix Tshisekedi's president, evaluates the unfolding crisis with top officials.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.